Well, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Christina and today I'm going to tell you a few things about the connection between Bitcoin and the dark web. This idea about the relation between Bitcoin and the dark web came from all the people around me. I mean, the crypto market has grown a bit during the past weeks and many people have heard about Bitcoin and stuff. And those that knew me approached me and said, you're into the Bitcoin stuff? It is related to the dark web, isn't it? I was, oh my god, really? What the fuck? The question pissed me off in many ways. I mean, asking this question, Bitcoin is related to the dark web, isn't it? It's like you're asking, food is related to the fat people, isn't it? As food is not related to the fat people only, so Bitcoin is not related to the dark web only. Let's see some things about Bitcoin and understand what is the true relationship between this cryptocurrency and the dark web. First of all, you have to understand that Bitcoin comes with a social inertia because it is quite new. All this world of cryptocurrencies has less than 10 years, so people are quite skeptical to that. So what's Bitcoin in a few simple words? Well, Bitcoin is both a cryptocurrency and a network that supports that cryptocurrency. But most of all, the purpose of Bitcoin is to design a new financial decentralized system. It offers the possibility to make payments worldwide in a fast and secure way. But most of all, this is pseudo-anonymous. Let's understand a little bit each of these features. A global payment system. Well, if you want to send money from America to India, you can choose banks and this is going to last for a few days. If you want to send Bitcoin from America to India, all you need is 2 Bitcoin addresses and money to transfer. That's it. It doesn't matter where you are from, you are able to make Bitcoin payments everywhere in the world. So Bitcoin is in a certain way trans-border. It doesn't matter who you are, what nationality you have, and what country you are living in. The transactions on the Bitcoin network are quite fast. They can take a few minutes up to a few hours. This depends on the fee that you are willing to pay for your transaction. But generally, a Bitcoin payment, no matter the amount, won't take more than 1 calendar day. Bitcoin transactions are secure, and their security relies on some strong mathematical cryptographic functions. Long story short, this is a decentralized payment system. This means that every transaction is recorded in a public ledger. This ledger is owned by the users from the Bitcoin network, so there is no central authority that can control the transactions. All users have the control and contribute to building this public ledger. In the process of recording this transaction, there is encryption, and this encryption works in such a way that history cannot be changed. When a transaction is confirmed by the network, by many users from the network, nothing can change. But how you do a Bitcoin transaction? Through digital wallets. Basically, a digital wallet is a random set of characters, and this random set of characters is also protected by cryptographic functions. You have a public part, which is your Bitcoin address, and a private part, which is your private key, and this private key allows you to spend your Bitcoin from your wallet. It is very important for a crypto user to understand that this private key should remain public. It is the only way to access the funds from a wallet. When you lose the private key or anything related to that, then you lose the access to your funds. This is the awesome and the bad side of cryptocurrencies. There is no central authority, no third party that you can ask for help in case you lose the access to your digital wallet. Your money is entirely in your control, but it is also your responsibility how you take care of it. So Bitcoin comes with a decentralized system with global payments in a fast and secure way. You might ask, why shouldn't I use PayPal? Well, I believe PayPal is an awesome service that I also use, but the purpose of PayPal and the purpose of Bitcoin are completely different. If you want to find out more details about PayPal versus Bitcoin, I will leave some links down below in the description. Now, let's go back to the main question of this video. How is Bitcoin related to the dark web? This is a sort of shitty question, but the very short answer is that Bitcoin was first adopted by the people who need it most. Well, actually, it was first adopted by the people who believed in this sort of novelty. There have been many attempts to build a digital currency before Bitcoin, but this one has solved all the previous problems and proved to be working. As you probably know, on the dark and deep web, you can trade goods and services that are illegal. So you might see why paying in an anonymous way was mandatory in this area. And Bitcoin offers, to a certain degree, the possibility to pay anonymous. In order to make a Bitcoin payment, all you need is Bitcoin, of course, and a Bitcoin address, which, as I mentioned, is a random string of characters. So no personal data involved. But to buy and sell Bitcoin in exchange for fiat money, this might be a little challenging. As I mentioned, Bitcoin transactions are in a public ledger, so any transaction on the Bitcoin network is transparent. Everyone can see it. If you know a Bitcoin wallet address, then you can explore it. You can find out how many transactions were done on that Bitcoin address. This is an article about a scam related to Bitcoin, and someone was blackmailing me for some Bitcoin. I don't really remember, it was some porn stuff, whatever. And here is the Bitcoin address where I was supposed to send the money. Let's inspect on blockchain.com. You can explore every Bitcoin address. We won't find anything to this address because I haven't sent any money to this, but I want to show you here. If this address has been used in any way, you would be able to see all transactions here. Of course, there is no connection with a real person. So here you see just some Bitcoin addresses where that money was sent from or where that money went to. But if you follow transactions and Bitcoin addresses, you might reach to a regulated exchange, such as Coinbase. A regulated crypto exchange asks its customer for KYC, that is, know your customer. So you have to provide a lot of personal data. When people do that, you can actually find a connection between a Bitcoin transaction and a real person. This is the way many criminals have been caught during time, and I will also leave in the description a few articles about that. For example, this is a very good article that shows you how Bitcoin transactions are actually done through the dark web and how some criminals can actually not be discovered. And here we have a top 10 crimes that have been a fiasco until the present moment. Probably the widest known is Silk Road, and they have stolen $2 billion. That's a lot. On the other hand, not all crimes in this cyber world, in the world of cryptocurrencies, are discovered. The most recent example is with Cryptopia Exchange, and you must understand that during the past 2 years, probably there have been huge improvements in the crypto market. Cryptopia was hacked at the beginning of this year. The thieves have stolen $3.2 million from Cryptopia, and probably this exchange will never be active again. They haven't stolen Bitcoin, but Ethereum and Ethereum-based tokens. But that's a completely other talk. Just because criminals know how to deal with cryptocurrencies, it doesn't mean that the purpose of Bitcoin and Ethereum and any other digital asset has anything to do with the dark web, deep web, or any criminal activity. Actually, cryptocurrencies are just a new financial system. But because it's new, society has a huge inertia in accepting it. And the people that need it most are the ones that adopt it earlier. In this case, criminals were able to benefit from some of their features, but that's it. No matter what you think about it, no matter if you ever want to buy Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, just remember, Bitcoin is a financial tool. It has nothing to do with the dark web. Just because criminals are using it, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin was created for that. If you want to read more details about this, I will let a link down below in the description. I thank you so much for following this video. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a big thumbs up so I know you've enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comment section below what you think about Bitcoin and the dark web. I'm Christina, thank you for watching.